I'm glad it's your birthday. Please don't. It's Ooh, I'll try that ventriloquist and stuff. Well, what happened, you see, is that the reason why my friend Bob is here is because today is the 60th anniversary of the People's Republic of China, the communist regime. Isn't that right, Bob?
Yes, it is. It's the 60th anniversary.
Yes, Bob?
It's the 60th anniversary of the People's Republic.
The People's Republic of China, you say, Bob?
Yes.
And are you Chinese?
No.
Then why are you celebrating?
Because I'm a communist.
Really, a communist? You don't fit the stereotypical idea of a communist. I always thought they were rather dour, not very pleasant people who didn't like, fun.
Yep, that's me, all right.
Oh, you...
I'm cracking with this.
Well, what do communists like, then?
Sharing?
Sharing?
That's what I said. Sharing.
Communists like sharing? Yeah. Is that it, then? Is that all communists like?
Yes, and marching.
Marching?
Marching, sharing, and stumping up and down in big boots. You're the worst ventriloquist.
The worst what? Ventriloquist, did you say, Bob?
The worst ventriloquist.
Well, the good news is you won't have to pixelate it, so that's good.
You're the worst ventriloquist.
Yes, I'm sorry about that, but here in America we prize liberty over ventriloquism.
Yeah, well, all right then.
The Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson, sponsored by Progressive. Visit Progressive.com today.
It's hard to stay up, it's been a long, long day, and you got the Sandman at the door. But hang on, leave the TV on, and let's do it anyway. It's okay, you can always sleep through work tomorrow, okay? Hey, hey, tomorrow's just your future yesterday.
Ladies and gentlemen, Craig Ferguson.
That's enough. That's right. Eyes front, look at me. No longer pay attention to the warm-up comedian. who has encouraged you with your phony applause. You'll get your $8 an hour. Including commercial breaks? Maybe, we'll see. It's a great day for America, everybody. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. The Forbes magazine, you know the Forbes magazine? I don't either, but Forbes magazine has released a list of the 400 richest people in the country, and it's shocking to me. I had no idea there was 400 rich people left in the country. Hey. Woo, there's your late night joke. There. Oh, that's one of those surveys said. Scientists are saying people are reporting jokes. Do you know that veterinarians are saying? Veterinarians are reporting that dogs live longer lives than ever before. Oh. That's expected to change now that Michael Vick's out of jail, of course. Oh, yeah, blame me. I had the dog fighting ring. Oh, yeah, me. It's a big day for China. Not China Phillips or China the wrestler. China the country. China's also a country, not just a wrestler? Yes! Today is the 60th anniversary of the People's Republic of China. So today the whole country is having a big party to celebrate 60 years of communist rule. Woohoo! Doesn't sound like a fun party to me, but each to his own, you know, according to his need. You know, communism. One political historian in Harvard who can't sleep just went, that's pretty good. Anyway, 60 years ago was a huge milestone. Now, I mean, what do you get for a country that produces everything? I don't know. If you don't know where China is, we have a map. Do we have a map of where China is? There you are. It's China, Norris, Bora, East Cleveland. And the little toy factory there. All right. Now, the People's Republic of China turned 60 today. Bruce Springsteen turned 60 a few days ago. Coincidence? Yep, I would say that would be definitely a coincidence. It's hard to believe that Bruce Springsteen is actually older than communist China. Oh, he's getting right up there in age. He'll have to change the name of some of his songs. Baby, we were born to run to the bathroom. Ooh, I'm on fire. When I pee. I'm sorry, that's out of line. I'm sorry. Happy birthday, Bruce. Happy birthday, China. Tonight in China, they had all kinds of celebrations. In Beijing, they had the largest fireworks display in history. Now, there's no way for us to verify that it's the largest fireworks display in history, but that's what the government is saying. And if you can't trust an oppressive totalitarian dictatorship, who can you trust? Did you see me spit a little bit there? Hey! Did you see me spit a little bit there? I spat a little bit there. And I was talking about who can you trust? And it went like that. And I'm like, I'm geezering out. Start to spit and everything. I'll start pooing myself during the morning. I want to tell you, oh, China, yeah. Also today in China was a massive military parade. It wasn't like our parades. There was no Bart Simpson float, no giant Shrek balloon. It's all about weaponry. It was their chance to show the world the latest in high-tech war machines. They had the nuclear-capable missiles and the superpowered tanks. They had tons of those little Chinese finger cuffs that they could use. Do we have a clip of the parade? Do we have it? Look. Oh, look at that. Gee, whoa. See, that's scary. It's only intimidating because of the music, though. If you change the music, it's not so intimidating. Look at this. Look, watch. Dee-dee-dee-lee-dee. See, now, parades in America are very different. They're not about showing off weaponry, except the Gay Pride Parade. Check out these guns! What? I'm wearing a jacket. Now, the parade today in China also featured their leader, who's named President Who. Knock it off, that's his name. Although every time he makes a state visit, it's like an Abbott and Costello routine, because, the guy comes in, "Sir, who's here to see you?" "Who's here to see me?" "I'm telling you, who?" "Wow, the Susquehanna Hat Company, Bagel Street." It get worse when China appointed the ambassador, I don't know. There. Adopted? They adopted an ambassador? You know, the biggest tourist attraction in China is the Great Wall. It's one of the two things you can see from space. The Great Wall of China, Kim Kardashian's ass. These are the two things. Now, the Great Wall of China was built to defend the Chinese against the Mongols, it was very effective. And the Chinese have always been great at creating defense systems. Years after the Great Wall, they created Feng Shui. Which is the Chinese art of defending yourself with a line of couches and scatter cushions laid. So your enemy is galloping across the plains and, oh, look, that couch is lovely. Ah! You know that China, when I was a kid growing up, even just the word China represented something exotic and mysterious to me. When I was a kid, my dad used to make what he called Chinese egg, which was a huge treat, you know. And he would only make it when my mother wasn't around and he had to cook. It was a boiled egg with toast cut into little squares and mashed up in a cup. And I would say to my mother, "Mum, Dad made us something special. You don't know what it is. It's Chinese egg." And she would say, "It's just boiled egg. Your father's a drunk." But, she didn't say that. Chinese egg wasn't really Chinese, of course. I love the real Chinese food, or as they call it in China, food. I have to go and spit. So we'll take a break and we'll be right back with more. Just relax down there. I don't like it down here. It's dark. I think it's dark down there. Try doing the monologue. Welcome back, everybody, especially Chinese viewers who are celebrating the 60th anniversary of the People's Republic of China. I don't know what to say, really. There you go. Amazing country, China, though. One of the great wonders of the world, I think, is the orange chicken. No, right there, you got the perfect combination, and you get your tangy citrus of orange with the deliciousness of chicken. They tried a lot of other combinations before they got it right. There would be the lemon pigeon. They tried that. The apple squirrel, banana monkey, corn dog. They tried the corn dog. Eventually, orange chicken. Now, listen, I'm about to say something that's quite controversial about Chinese food. And now, this may come off as culturally insensitive. I don't care. I happen to believe it's the truth. Here we go. Fortune cookies can't really predict the future. I look forward to your letters. They cannot predict the future. But they don't even try anymore. Remember when fortune cookies used to say, oh, something good will happen, lucky number 14 and all that kind of stuff? Now they just go, you have great hair. People enjoy your humor. Well, obviously, I don't get that one very much, but... That's not telling the future. That's just a platitude. I'll wait while you look it up. Oh, yeah. Now, listen, I will admit that some baked goods, not fortune cookies, but some baked goods can predict your future. For example, donuts. If you eat, for example, 12 donuts, it is safe to predict your future will involve a large ass. And it'll probably be your own. Do you know what other food comes from China? Pasta. Italians are like, what do you say? No, I'm telling you, pasta, because the Italians say that it's their invention, but it isn't. Well, they don't say that it's our invention. They go, hey, what's coming to go? We invented the pasta, the tusse fruses. But no, the Italians claim that the 13th century Italian explorer Marco Polo was the first person to discover China. And I think the people of China were there going, no, we knew we were here. Because Marco Polo sails up to China and goes, what's all this? What's coming to go? Oh, pasta, look! I think actually he got lost. What happened? He was in the middle of the ocean and he was going, Marco! And he was, Marco! Anyway, they brought the noodles back to Italy and they changed the name of noodles to pasta. But there's really... and then the ships they used then, the Chinese used a special type of ships. They called them junks. That's what they called them. They were called junk, floating junk. There's a place up in Hollywood Boulevard. You can see... well, you know the rest. We'll take a break. We'll be right back, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the big Happy Birthday People's Republic of China show. We're busy tonight with a lot of communist-related propaganda we have to get through, but do we have time for email? Yes, as long as you do them quickly. I will. Here I go. Thank you. Thank you for recognizing that we're a little pressed for time tonight. You're welcome. I see you've started listening to the producer. Of course. He said, get on with it, do the emails quickly, we can get on. And I'm like, you bet I will, buddy, just me and you. So here I go. You bet. Starting out, you bet I am. Take that, you bastard. All right. This is from Stuart in San Francisco in California. Stuart says, why is it that people look into their tissue after they blow their nose? That's a fair question. It's a fair question. People do it. Do you know what men do as well when they're taking their socks off? Women that have been married any length of time will know this. Men, when they're taking their socks off, take them off their feet and smell them. I don't know why I do it. I freely admit it. I do it. I don't know why we do it. It's kind of comforting. It's the weirdest thing, because I was on this very long flight. Well, it was actually this year. I was coming back from Germany. I was in Germany doing a USO tour, and I was on my way back. And I was on a Lufthansa flight, and the flight attendant woman looked exactly like Heidi Klum. Very, very beautiful, very kind of, yes, she'll be having some food. She was kind of walking around in a tight little sexy outfit and everything. And kind of, oh, I can hardly move. This outfit is so tight and sexy. I was like, good Lord. Anyway, I fell asleep and I didn't have anything to eat. And she came, when I woke up, we were nearly arriving. I was flying into Boston and I woke up And she said, we have anything to eat? And I said, no, I don't like to eat on airplanes. And she was like, okay, please have something to eat. And I'm like, no, a cup of coffee would be nice. She went, oh, I'll go get you a cup of coffee. And I was just kind of waking up, and I did that, and I had taken my socks off, and I'd put them in my shoes, and I was just getting my shoes on. I don't know why I did it. It was an automatic response. It was... I had my face in my sock. I was just putting them on. I was on the way to put it on my foot, and I was like, and I looked up, and she was there. And I was like, and she was like, oh, I like that. We'll take a break. We'll be right back, everybody. Hey, do you know what I did during the commercial break? I got down on it. More than once. I don't even know what it means, but it sounds dirty, doesn't it? That's the main thing. My first guest tonight is in the show Medium, which is on Fridays at 9 o'clock on CBS. Didn't it used to be on... Oh. Anyway, it's on CBS now. Ha ha! Take that. Take a look at this. That happens to me all the time. Please welcome Patricia Arquette, everybody. Patricia Arquette. Lovely. You look very glamorous.
I'm kind of going for Spiders from Mars, David Bowie.
It's working. I'm like, where were the spiders?
Exactly.
Yeah, like that. Hey, I'm a bit behind on the emails. Do you mind if we just...
No, please.
All right, okay. I just got one or two to do, and then we'll get on with the show. This is from
I have like 250 at home.
What, emails?
Yeah, I don't check them. I check them like biannually.
Wait, we could come round and do a special.
My emails?
We could do your emails. Did you get that email from that guy in Nigeria that if you give him some money, you can get like...
No, but my husband really did last week. Get that.
I've had that email. I sent him like $50 or something. Nothing yet, but you know. All right, this is from Eddie in Louisiana. You ever been down to Louisiana?
I have, yeah.
Do you like it down there?
I do.
All right, okay. Well, here's what the question is. Why is New Orleans called the Big Easy? Yeah, I don't know why. Kevin in Portland, Oregon. You ever been to Portland, Oregon?
I have.
Do you like it?
I do.
Yeah, you like it in Portland, Oregon?
I do, yes. And Portland people are very nice people.
No, that's not true.
The first time I went to New Orleans, they were all toothless.
Toothless?
And I just drove right out of town. Yeah.
You didn't like New Orleans?
Well, I do like New Orleans now, but the first time I drove through was the middle of the night with my son in the car, and we kept getting lost. I kept stopping people for directions, and they were all toothless, like, yeah. And I was like, and then the last straw was a toothless cop.
A toothless
and I was
cop?
like, enough, I'm leaving town. Yeah.
Man, you have to suck your donuts if you're a toothless cop. Arr!
Yeah.
Well, but in Portland, Oregon, people have got lovely teeth. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. That's why I like it.
I think it's the...
I love New Orleans, and I love their teeth now that I've had a chance to go back.
Yeah. Because there's probably a dentist in New Orleans watching going, oh, this is so unfair.
I know. It's true.
Yeah. It's just you had a bad run of dentally challenged
just
people in the way.
Just one bad night. One bad night.
Think how it was for me. I grew up in Britain.
Look at my teeth. I have nothing to say.
Oh, come on. You've got lovely teeth.
I have fangs.
Oh, you do a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you watch the what's his name? The
True Blood?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, do you watch that?
I do.
You do? You like that?
I do. I check on all the fellow vampires. What they're doing out there, those Twilight kids.
I don't like the Twilight vampires.
Why? They're gonna bite you.
No, they won't bite you. You kidding me? I mean, I like a vampire I can be afraid of, not some douchebag with his hat on backwards.
interesting woman who taught at colleges or something. She was like a vampire historian. And she was just irate about Twilight. She was saying, you know, when Dracula first came out, the movie.
Yeah.
With Bela Lugosi, it was like this sexual energy, and he was just going to ravage her, and it was about suppressed sexual energy.
Exactly.
And she was like, these new vampires are like eunuchs. They're like
they're not sexy enough.
non-sexual vampires.
Right. I mean, because the original Bela Lugosi, when he was in the movie, he would do this with his hand.
Yeah, which is sexy.
Yeah, well, that's very sexy. He'd come right over and he'd be like, no, he'd be like, you. But he would do that with his eyes.
We're both married.
Oh, come on. It doesn't count if you're undead. Come on. Well, that's what he would do, though. And now these vampires are like, I care for you, Justina. I don't like it. Anyway, so in Portland, I'm done with the emails now. So tell me about the Medium show. It's changed channels.
It's changed channels. We got fired on NBC, then we got hired on CBS.
Right.
That was a nice surprise.
That's good. That's very good.
Yeah, and
I'm sorry about the step down, but at least you're still on.
Yeah, we're really happy to be here.
And you're on with it's the big Friday night Ghost block because you got you and the.
We got Ghost Whisperer and
Ghost Whisperer, yeah, that's right.
Numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's good programming. It makes sense.
Yeah, how come that happened on CBS?
Mystery.
Yeah, that's weird. Are you getting tired of the medium thing now? Do you get bored with people thinking you're you really are a medium?
No, because most people don't think that's true. They think I'm an actor, but...
No, I think you're a medium. That's why I was like,
I know. You're scaring me.
I know.
And you have a big snake cup.
I'm creepy. Does this scare you? Are you afraid?
A little bit.
Really?
No, it doesn't scare me at all.
Right, okay.
I used to do pottery, so I'm not scared of clay.
I used to do pot.
Censored underneath it.
Well, what happened was it says censored underneath because one of the viewers sent in a drawing, or they asked what was on the bottom of the cup, and I drew a penis on it. and then him over there, he's all like, oh, you know, and so we have to cover it up. Yeah.
Well, we're doing a cool episode. We've been shooting this Halloween episode where, you know, the Night of the Living Dead, the old zombie movie that's black and white?
Yeah, they go like that. Oh, yeah.
No, they don't. That's more Mummy. Mummy is like that.
Well, Mummy's
Zombie's
like oh, yeah, you're right. Zombies kind of amble more.
Yeah, they don't move their arms too much.
Yeah.
But we've been shooting a show where I'm having these crime dreams, and my kids are watching that movie, and I start incorporating them. So I become someone who's in that movie.
Ooh.
So we've been shooting all these 60s black and white zombie attacks. And
that's kind of awesome.
yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah. I'm glad you're on CBS.
Me too.
Yeah.
Because CBS is paying for us to be zombies and fight with zombies.
Yeah, well, the C stands for classy, and the BS speaks for its...
You know, I wanted to tell you that I've been to China.
Oh, you have been to China?
I've been there.
Did you have a nice time?
I did. It was about 13 years ago or so.
Yeah.
And the most fascinating thing I found about China, I mean, there was a lot that was very interesting, and politically there was a lot that was upsetting, but one of the things that was really interesting was the babies don't wear diapers in China.
What?
I swear. I saw this baby, and it was wearing chaps. Like,
are you sure it wasn't just a gay midget?
no, it was wearing like pajama chaps. And I was like, what's going on here? Somebody lifted this baby up and held it over the gutter, and it went to the bathroom. And then someone immediately came out and swept it up. And I said, what's going on here? And he was like, oh no, our babies don't wear diapers. Which at first I thought was interesting. And then I thought, you know what? There's a lot of people there, thank God, because the landfills filled with diapers would be huge.
I guess.
But they're all in sync. They all work together on this no diaper policy, and it works.
Takes a village.
I don't know what they do at night. I don't know what they do at night. I mean,
well, you got to take the baby outside and hold it out over the... And then somebody might come up with that. I'm just saying. Hey, listen, we're out of time. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you're on CBS.
Me
come
too.
and visit it more often.
I will. Yes,
all right.
thank
Patricia
you.
Arquette, everybody. We'll be right back. commercial break. Did you get down on it? I thought you did. You got that look. My next guest is an actor. On a talk show? Is this wise? I'm telling you, it'll work. He's in a new film called An Education. It opens in New York and Los Angeles on October the 9th. Take a look at this. I don't know what they said. Please welcome Dominic Cooper, everybody. Dominic.
Nice. Hello.
Lovely to see you. I haven't seen you. I remember you when I made a film. And I was the director of a film and you were in it.
You cast me in my first role ever.
Yeah, you were very good.
2 words I had.
What was it? You were good, though.
I know, it was a fantastic performance.
Yeah.
It was about Paul Kerr, I said.
Yeah, Paul Kerr.
That's Paul Kerr.
Well, that's Paul Kerr, yeah.
And who was Paul Kerr? I never worked with him out.
He was the character in the film. I'm glad you watched it. It was...
Well, I think I was cut out of it.
No, you weren't. No, I directed the film. You're in it. I think.
You should know. Am I?
I don't know. I remember we shot it that day.
I remember saying those lines. They came back to me the moment I realised I was coming on.
Yeah, no,
Paul Kerr.
Well, you've moved on. You've gone on to better things
Not
now,
necessarily.
Though. No, definitely.
I enjoyed doing it. It was the first job. I was very excited.
I liked making the film, but then I watched it.
Yeah, no, I think, from what I saw, I think it was a very, very good film.
You only saw the 2 seconds with you in it. That's what you... But that was the best bit. That was the best bit. No, it was. Yeah, no, it was. What's this film about, then?
No, well, I have no idea what I was saying in that scene.
No, neither do I. It was French or something, wasn't it?
Well, I don't think it was real French. I think I just made it was gibberish. But this film is about a young girl growing up in 60s London from suburban, living in Twickenham.
I've been there.
Yeah, same here. It's pretty, could imagine quite dull at that particular time.
It was pretty dull when I was there as well.
And she gets seduced by myself and Peter's character, who kind of show her a lavish life of excitement and the art world and the music scene in London, just before London was about to become very hip and cool, and the Beatles were recording.
So it's just before the Beatles, then?
Just before the Beatles, so they were about to release their first album.
Are you a fan of the Beatles?
I am a fan of the Beatles, although so is everyone on the earth at the moment, aren't they?
No, do you know who's not? Communist China.
No. Although they still...
No, I think they're okay with it,
okay
but Al-Qaeda don't like the Beatles.
They're like... Still not keen.
No, I just don't get it. I don't.
They don't sound like that.
Yeah, they do in my world. It's the only accent I do. You try and do it. Yeah, you do an Afghan accent.
No, I do. I have to.
Really?
Well, I do in a couple of weeks, yeah, but I'm not going to do it.
No, you have to practice now. There's nobody watching.
No, I draw the line. Absolutely not. I couldn't possibly. Because it's okay. I might not get the job.
Oh, you might not get the job.
I might get fired if
Oh, I see. You may get fired.
Just I'm going along with the lie that I can do the accent at the moment.
Oh, right.
If they hear it, they'll realise that I definitely shouldn't be doing the job.
I keep pretending to be Scottish here.
It's done wonders for your career.
I think it's working out. People are like, oh, that's a nice kind of little gimmick, you know.
Yeah, I should do that. Where should I pretend I'm from?
England.
OK. Hasn't worked for me.
Which part of England do you live in?
London. I always grew up in London.
Really?
Grew up in London, South East London, Greenwich, around there.
Oh, Greenwich is lovely.
It's green.
They have the meridian there.
Yeah, that line where time began. Where time began. I don't really understand that either.
Well, it was Isaac Newton, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Isaac Newton used to work at the Greenwich Observatory.
That's right. He used to do the telescope.
Yeah, he had the telescope and the apple.
Are we being believed at the moment? If you say anything,
they just think we're clever because we've got accents.
Exactly.
It's not true.
And we sit cross-legged.
Yeah. No, it's very, very clever. No, well, do you still live in Greenwich then?
I don't. I moved over the river. I moved over the river to where you once lived, nearby there.
I want to live.
Once lived. You lived in Islington, I think.
I did live in Islington, yes.
Yeah. I've been doing my research, read your book.
Oh, yeah, you did?
Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm American.
And a writer.
Yeah, I do. I write a bit. Yeah. Not for this.
And a director. You've done everything.
No, I'm not a director. I thought I was a director. I made a film and went, oh, not a director.
You honestly... Did you really watch that film and think you shouldn't be doing that again?
I tell you when I knew I shouldn't be doing that film.
When I was doing the scene.
No, it was before you even showed up. What happened was, Quentin Tarantino was on the other night, and I told him about it. This is absolute truth. In the pre-production for the film, we were just getting ready to make the film, and I and I went to see Spider-Man at the cinema. Right? I went to see Spider-Man. I thought, I need a rest from all this. I'll go see Spider-Man. I watched Spider-Man, and I enjoyed it a lot. And as I came out, I thought, oh, I'm not someone who makes films. I'm someone who goes to see films. But by that time, it was too late. I couldn't phone up the studio and say, bit of a problem. You remember when I said I was going to make the film? I can't.
Oh, no.
Hey, did you enjoy doing the Mamma Mia? You had your clothes off.
I loved it. I loved getting my clothes off, loved dancing and loved being on the beach. I think they still were I'm not sure whether I was meant to be cast in the film because
I thought that was a great film. I loved it.
It was good fun.
I thought it was hilarious, and the music was great, and Pierce Brosnan has the best film line of all time in that movie.
Which one?
When he says, "Ah, I see you kept my bagpipes."
Yes. Yes.
That's a great line,
It's
man.
amazing. I tried playing those bagpipes.
You can't get better lines than that. Because that line would never occur in anything other than a film.
No. Have you ever said that to anyone?
I've said that to more women than I care to admit.
I thought so. I knew it. Yeah. It's a great line.
Yeah.
And
it's nice to see you again. It's really
nice. It's nice to see you again. I'm sorry I didn't. The film we weren't.
It wasn't your fault.
No, but
really,
I feel
it was in fact my fault.
Yes, much more so. Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, you had 2 lines. I was the director. Who's to blame?
Yeah.
You know.
We may work again. You may become keen on it again.
No, I don't think I'll direct films again. I think everybody's learned their lesson.
Do you think? I don't learn mine. I continue to try.
Well, you're fantastic. You're a very clever actor. You're good at it.
Clever actor. I like that. That's good. More of that. More.
No. You're one minor mistake in a bad film, but you only had 2 lines in it, and then you're all right.
I stand by that film. I'm happy with that. I did.
You make me very proud.
You play drums as well, I hear, because I'm learning.
Oh, really? Why?
For a film I'm doing.
An Afghani Al-Qaeda drummer?
Yeah.
I'm going to teach the Americans how to dance!
They're all the rage.
Well, there's a lot of people making them now. We're completely out of time, I'm sorry.
No.
Well, yes. Yeah, no. Oh. Actually, no, I like you.
Lying about
No,
You're good
yes,
at
we are.
Really?
Yeah, we're out of time.
So that's the end?
Well, not the end. You can come back.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you can come back and promote the Afghan drumming movie.
Yes, I must do that. And by which time I'll have the accent down to a T.
Everybody will know it by then.
Yeah.
All right. It's lovely to see you. Dominic Cooper, everybody. We'll be right back.
What did we learn on the show tonight, Greg?
Do you know what? The stage manager, Dempsey, came over to me during the commercial break. He went, that was a surprisingly entertaining show. And you know what? He's right. I kind of enjoyed it. However, the truth of the matter is I didn't get through the emails that I planned to get through. So here's what I thought I'd do. Throw them away. No, we'll do emails tomorrow night. It'll be kind of a running thing. Each night, we'll do a section called emails. And any emails we don't get to one night, we can roll over to the next night. And so create a sort of audience loyalty. Like other shows. We'll see you tomorrow night. Good night, everybody.